Go on, leave me breathless. Come on, come on, come on. The daylights fade slowly, but time with you is standing still. I'm waiting for you only. The slightest touch and I feel weak. I cannot lie. From you I cannot hide. I'm losing will to try. Can't hide it, can't fight it. So go on, come on, leave me breathless. Tease me till I can't deny this love and feeling. Make me long for your kiss. Yeah, come on.
Top of the morning, CE Cole. Today is March 17th, 2021. It is a day one. Everybody rise for the saying of the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Payne, I'm wondering, what's the weather like in Ireland today?
Thanks, Ms. McGowan. That was fantastic. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, and I hope you have your green on, just like Ms. McGowan and myself. All right, here's your weather for today. You're waking up, the cloudy conditions again. Highs are going to stay, maybe get around 50 degrees. Then the lows tonight are going into 40s, and we got a cloudy couple of days ahead of us. And let's answer Ms. McGowan's question. She asks, Mr. Payne, what's the weather like in Ireland? Well, today's high is going to be in the 50s, the low is going to be in the 40s. And the weather in Ireland, well, it's very different than it is here. It's an island right off the coast of where Mr. Angove is from in England, and it gets very mild winters. Temperatures don't usually dip too far below 40 degrees. They don't really get above too much 50 degrees. And in the summers, well, they're pretty cool as well. Average temperature in the summer is around 65 degrees. They don't experience extreme heat like we do in the summer, temperatures in the 80s and 90s with high humidity. And one of the reasons is because it's an island on the northern hemisphere surrounded by that cold Atlantic Ocean up there, that's what's going to keep the temperatures mild, the great equalizer. So their days are pretty erratic, meaning that they get very cloudy conditions, then it rains, and then the sun comes out and is absolutely beautiful. And then the clouds come back, and then it rains. And this is just a pattern that they are just used to in Ireland because it happens year-round. Thanks for that great question, Ms. McGowan, and such an appropriate question for St. Patrick's Day. All right, back to you.
Hey, CE Cole, do you know what today is? Any guesses? Today is St. Patrick's Day, one of my favorite holidays. So I'm going to give you my top 10 lists. First, let's start with the top 10 facts about Ireland. Ireland is an island in Europe. The capital of Ireland is Dublin. The shamrock is the national symbol of Ireland. Ireland has cool summers, mild winters, and lots of rain. The top sports in Ireland are rugby, which is like football, and hurling, which is like field hockey or lacrosse. There are more sheep than people in Ireland. Because there are so many sheep, there's lots of wool, which can be used to create yarn for knitting and crocheting. There are no wild snakes in Ireland of any kind. It's one of the only places in the world that you can find this is true, which means it's a place I would like to go. Ireland's nickname is the Emerald Isle due to its green countryside. The flag of Ireland is green, white, and orange. One of the reasons that green is such a popular color on St. Patrick's Day. All right, so here's 10 facts about the holiday for St. Patrick's Day. First, many Americans celebrate this holiday because there are more Irish people in America than there actually are in Ireland. There are 4.2 million people that live in Ireland, and there are 34 million Americans with Irish ancestry. Parades are a huge way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in America. The oldest parade was started in Boston in 1737, and the largest parade is in New York City every year. The city of Chicago celebrates St. Patrick's Day so hard that they dye their river green every year using vegetable dye. 100 pounds of vegetable dye is what it takes to dye the river green for the entire week. Leprechauns, which we associate with St. Patrick's, are from Ireland. The word leprechaun comes from Gaelic. Some other words that also have Irish origin are my favorites, like malarkey, shenanigans, hooligans, smithereens, and shillelagh. Irish folklore tells us that leprechauns were grumpy fairies who made shoes and were known for their trickery. Their trickery is what helped them to find treasure and to hide it. Shamrocks, which are a national symbol of Ireland, often have 3-leaf clovers, which were used by St. Patrick's to teach people about Christianity. The 4-leaf clover also has special meaning because it represents faith, love, hope, and luck. The reason 4-leaf clovers are so lucky are because there are 10,000 3-leaf clovers for every 4-leaf clover. The color green is said to have magical powers that could save you from getting pinched by a leprechaun. So make sure you're wearing your green so you don't get pinched. The Irish are said to be lucky because they were skilled at finding gold and silver during the U.S. gold rush in the 1800s. The Blarney Stone is said to be a very magical stone that's hidden in the wall of a castle in Ireland. It's said that if you kiss it, it'll give you the power of persuasion over other people. But maybe it's not a good year to be kissing any Blarney Stones. St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland. He was a shepherd who was captured by Irish raiders. During the time that he was captured, he became a devout Christian. And soon after he escaped, he began religious training, and then he started to spread Christianity in Ireland. So on this day in Ireland, a lot of Irish people go to church. All right, here's our last top 10 list. Top 10 Mrs. McGowan's favorite Irish people. Famous Irish people. Number 10, I have Liam Neeson, who's an actor from Love Actually and Taken. Number 9 is the band The Corrs, the singers of the song that you're going to hear today, Breathless. Conor McGregor, MMA fighter. James Joyce, novelist, author of Ulysses. Saoirse Ronan, actress known for Atonement, Brooklyn, and Lady Bird. Pierce Brosnan, actor best known for James Bond, and my personal favorite, Mrs. Doubtfire. Oscar Wilde, one of the most influential writers of Irish history, who wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray. Bono, musician, philanthropist, and member of U2. Rory McIlroy, professional golfer, who is a former #1 world ranking golfer. And last but not least, Niall Horan, who is singer of One Direction, because you know I like One D. And that's all we have today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. See you later.